Hi there, my name's John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA. And this is Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie it to the item from the dollar store. And thanks for stopping by. This Sunday is All Saints Sunday, and this is posted a little closer or sooner than I usually do. That's because I just got back from my honeymoon, so there we are. This Sunday, being All Saints Sunday, I'm actually using something that you can't get at a dollar store, but it's not going to cost you anything, so I thought it was still kind of a fair game. What you need to do is you need to get a piece of cardboard paper, and I'm going to show you this first, and then I'll show you how you make it. So you got cardboard paper, piece of paper with an arrow sticking up, and so this, with All Saints Sunday, All Saints tells us that we celebrate that God has made all of us saints, that we are set apart in baptism, and God has claimed all of us. We are all saints. Those who have passed on and those who are still here, God has set apart, and in baptism has made us saints. And that's what the arrow pointing up is that God is always saying, we're following His direction. There's one way. This is God's way. And I have an arrow on this side, so we have arrows on both sides pointing up. But there are times that I start to question whether God has called me, and me a saint. Right? And I said, no way. God doesn't think I'm a saint. I'm going to go my own way anyway. And God says, no, I've set you apart for good things. I've set you apart for wonderful things. And again, we are heading in that one direction that God is calling us to, and that is being a saint of God. But we say, I'm going to go this way. God says, no. I have called you to be a saint. And again, God calls us into that direction. And we can do that again and again. And God says, no, I'm sorry. I'm calling you to be a saint. So that is called the one direction arrow. There's other names for it, but the way you make it is you get a piece of cardboard, a square piece of cardboard. You could use a saltine cracker if you wanted. This is a little more visible. You take on one side, you draw an arrow pointing up, and then on the other side, I'm going to just pivot it like this. You draw another arrow pointing the opposite direction. So here and here. Then it all has to do with how you turn it. So on the back here, I have the arrow is pointing that way, and an arrow pointing up. So an arrow pointing that way, see, and this arrow pointing up. Grab here. You basically on one hand, and you'll have to fool around with this, but one hand here. So instead of grabbing it like this, one hand here and the other hand down here. And you pivot it like this. So there's that arrow here, and as you turn, you pivot it like that. And you do it again, and again, and again, and again. So the arrow's pointing up, your hand's here, and your hand's here. And you're pivoting it on an axle like this. They're always pointing up. It's an optical illusion, but it's always pointing up. Then, what I do is I just take it and I turn it so it's facing that way. And you know that you're going the right way because when you turn this arrow this way, the arrow behind you is pointing up. So then you can go, nope, God always wants us to go up. Again, grab here, and pivot again. Pivot, pivot. Pivot. I think I'm remembering an old Friends episode. Pivot. Anyway, that's a callback for some of you who remember that show. Anyway, there, like this, and this. This. Again. So, that is the item that's not from the dollar store, but costs you less than $1. You can do it. I recommend cardboard because it's thick and and it's light and you can use it. So there we are. I hope you have a blessed week. I hope you can use it for All Saints Sunday, and thanks for stopping by.